So to get into the workout, I will be starting off on the Smith machine. So you can see that I'm putting the band around my thighs here. So this just helps during the exercise to help really target your abductors or your side butt as well. So while I'm doing the squat, it's going to put resistance on my abductors, and then also it just helps me keep in mind to really push my knees out. When you are doing a squat, you want to make sure that you are pushing your knees out, so the band just helps remind me to do that. And the first exercise that I'm starting off with is some Smith machine squats. So for these squats, you won't be able to do them with a barbell just because you are standing a little bit forward from the bar. So this just helps really target those glutes. It helps me get lower into the squat. And here's a better look at how I'm talking about standing a little bit forwards from the bar. But were you to do this underneath a barbell, if you were standing so much further ahead, you would just fall straight back. So I do like the Smith machine for these wide stance squats. So you do want to have a wider stance with these squats, and then also you want to point your toes out slightly. And this again is just going to help really isolate those hamstrings and those glutes. You're going to push your hips back just like you're sitting back into a chair. And always at the very top, you want to squeeze those glutes. It is not very attractive, but I'm telling you, it will isolate your glutes. So I am supersetting these, meaning I am going immediately into these partial pull squats if you must. So these, you can just tell that I'm not coming completely all the way up. So I'm keeping my glutes under tension the whole time. So the more that a muscle is under tension, the more that it's going to be worked. So I do love these as a superset / burnout. So now we're moving on to the next exercise. So this is going to be a sumo deadlift on the Smith machine. So I do love doing sumo deadlifts on the Smith machine because I can lift more weight had I have done it with a barbell. So I do like to do these on the Smith machine. Your stance should be a wider stance than normal, and you should have your toes pointed out. So what you want to do is when you bend over to grab the bar, just make sure you're going into a squat. You want to start in a squatting position, and then you want to pull the weight up along your legs. It's as though you're dragging the bar across your legs. And then stand up, really squeeze those glutes, and you just want to make sure that your back is straight throughout the movement. So you don't want to be curving your back at all. And next exercise is going to be Smith machine good mornings. So these, I found that when I stand more directly underneath the bar, that's where I feel it more on my hamstrings. But you want to keep your back straight, and you just want to push your hips back. And then when you come back up, you want to really push through your heels, and you should feel this throughout your hamstrings and glutes.
And running all over you, please take me to places that nobody knows. You got me hooked up on the feeling. You got me hanging from the ceiling. Got me up so high, I'm barely breathing. So don't let me go.
Next up is going to be curtsy squats. That's what I call them. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to cross one foot over the other, and then you're going to lean back at like an angle, just like you're sitting back onto that back foot. I saw Sarah Ackman doing these, And she said that basically what you do is you cock your hip out to the side. So you hinge at the hips and you sit onto the side of the glute. These are gonna hit basically the same place that curtsy lunges do, but man, you guys, I did these and I was so sore the next day. So I know that they definitely work. And it's really similar to the good mornings in that you're just gonna push your hips back, and you wanna also keep your back straight throughout the movement as well. And then as you come back up, you do wanna push through your heels.
I need a gangster to love me better than all the others do, to always forgive me, ride or die with me. That's just what gangster.
Now to finish off with some glute kickbacks on the Smith machine. Now these, there is a trick to these. So what you want to do is you want to kneel almost underneath the bar, and then you want to kick back your other leg. So to get this started so it doesn't get caught, you basically want to put your heel on it, the very end of your heel, and then as you push up, you want to rotate your foot. And when I'm kicking back, it's more like a pulse. I don't drop my leg any lower than parallel, so it's more so like a pulse, and I just feel that more in my glutes. If I come down too low, then I start to feel it in my quad. So to keep the isolation and the tension in my glutes, I do more so pulses than full kickbacks.
Secrets and nobody knows.
And then I decided to just do a burnout of some high step ups. So I did about 20 to 30 reps on each side, and I just did one set of these, like I said, as a burnout. With these, you want to make sure that it is a fluid, slow motion. You don't want to use any kind of momentum on your way coming down or to go up. You really want to push through the heel and use the glutes to stand up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be notified when my videos go live. I will catch you guys in the next video.